What if I told you that attraction rarely dies suddenly? It doesn't explode. It fades silently. And most men don't see it happening until it's already gone. Have you ever seen a relationship where everything looked fine on the surface, but one day she said, "I just don't feel the same anymore." And he was completely shocked, confused, blindsided. He asks, "Where did this come from? We were happy, but were you? Or were there signals, whispers, invisible cracks forming long before the breakup?" Today, we're going deep into psychology behind why some women lose attraction and why many men never notice a shift until it's too late. Here's a truth many people don't realize. Attraction rarely disappears in one moment. It erodes gradually, like a slow leak in a tire. At first, everything feels normal. Then something subtle changes. She laughs less. Conversations feel slightly forced. Her eyes don't light up the same way. But because the change is gradual, the brain normalizes it. And many men mistake stability for attraction. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a man named Daniel. At the beginning, Daniel was confident, curious, playful. He listened deeply. He pursued growth. But over time, comfort replaced effort. He stopped planning meaningful moments, and conversations became predictable. He assumed, if she hasn't left, she must still feel the same. And that assumption becomes the beginning of emotional blindness. Ask yourself, are you paying attention to emotional energy or just relationship status? Here's something powerful psychology teaches us. Women often communicate dissatisfaction indirectly long before they leave. Not because they want to confuse you, but because emotional disconnection starts internally before it becomes verbal. Signs may include, she stops bringing up problems. She argues less. Not because things are better, but because she has stopped investing emotional energy. She becomes polite instead of passionate. And here's the paradox. Many men feel relief when conflict decreases. They think, finally peace. But sometimes silence is not peace. It's emotional withdrawal. Let that sink in. When someone stops fighting for the relationship, they might already be mentally stepping away. Here's a shocking idea. Comfort alone does not sustain attraction. Security builds relationships, but mystery, growth, and emotional stimulation maintain attraction. Early in relationships, uncertainty creates excitement. You try harder. You present your best self. But once routine sets in, some men unconsciously shift into maintenance mode. They stop evolving. And attraction is deeply connected to perceived momentum. Think of attraction like fire. You don't lose it because the wood disappeared. You lose it because no one kept feeding the flame. Question for you. Are you maintaining the relationship or growing within it? Why do some men genuinely not notice attraction fading? It comes down to psychological filters. 1. Logical versus emotional processing. Many men evaluate relationships based on actions. We live together. We talk daily. We haven't broken up. Therefore, everything is fine. But attraction lives in emotional signals, not logistics. 2. Gradual change blindness. The brain struggles to notice slow changes. Like watching a sunset. You don't see the moment daylight becomes night. 3. Comfort bias. When things feel stable, the brain assumes safety. And safety reduces vigilance. So the signs exist, but they don't register as urgent. Here's something rarely discussed openly. Practical care is not the same as emotional attraction. A man might provide, support, be loyal, be dependable, all powerful qualities. But attraction also needs emotional polarity, energy, presence, confidence, playfulness, and growth. Imagine eating your favorite meal every day. Even if it's amazing, repetition without variation reduces excitement. Human psychology craves novelty with instability. That's why attraction often fades not because of bad behavior, but predictable behavior. Here's where things become complicated. Many women try to communicate emotional dissatisfaction indirectly. They might say, I miss how things used to be. I feel disconnected. We don't talk like before. But if a man hears these as complaints instead of emotional signals, he may respond defensively or logically. But nothing is wrong. And when emotional messages aren't felt, only debated, attraction can decline faster, because emotional validation is fuel for emotional connection. And then comes the moment, the conversation. I think we need to talk. Suddenly he notices distance. Suddenly he tries harder. Suddenly he wants to fix everything. But here's the painful truth. Attraction loss often happens long before the breakup conversation. It's like a plant that wasn't watered for months. One big watering session doesn't instantly restore life. This is why many men feel shocked, because they only notice when the emotional gap becomes visible. Let's shift into solutions, because attraction is not magic. It's dynamic psychology. Here are key factors. 1. Emotional presence. Truly listening, not just hearing. 2. Personal growth. Continuing to evolve as a person. 3. Playfulness. Maintaining curiosity and lightness. 4. Confidence rooted in purpose, not control. And finally, emotional leadership. Setting emotional tone through awareness. Attraction thrives when both partners feel alive, not just comfortable. Pause and reflect. When was the last time I surprised her emotionally? Do I still pursue growth the way I did early on? Do our conversations feel alive or predictable? Am I reacting or intentionally creating emotional connection? These questions are uncomfortable, but discomfort often signals growth. Here's the ultimate insight. Attraction is less about perfection and more about emotional movement. People are drawn to energy, to authenticity, to someone who feels emotionally engaged with life. When someone stops evolving, attraction can fade because humans instinctively seek emotional expansion. What if attraction isn't something you keep, but something you continuously create? Relationships don't fail because people change. They fail when one person stops noticing change. So the real question is, are you paying attention or just assuming everything is fine? Because sometimes the biggest warning signs aren't loud arguments. They're quiet shifts, and those who learn to see them rarely get surprised. Before you leave, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what is one subtle sign of attraction fading that you've noticed, but maybe ignored? Write it in the comments below. Your insight might help someone else see what they've been missing. And if you want more psychology-based videos that reveal the hidden patterns behind relationships, attraction, and human behavior, subscribe now, because the next video may change how you understand connection forever.